in the book Othello's Children in the New World by Jose Pentamabe. So all the secrets that the Europeans have, or we thought they had, was the secrets of our ancient history and knowledge, hidden in their temples, in their lodges, and they're imitating us, while our brothers and sisters are getting back the passwords, grips, and titles, but no substance. On page 170, it says here, over the course of nearly 8 centuries, so over 800 years, for over 800 years, European Christians were exposed to Moorish scientific and theological knowledge. So for over 800 years, the Europeans in Europe was taught our ancient science and ancient religions. All the religions today derived from Africa through the ancient Egyptian mystery system. It was intact before it left Africa. So no matter what religion we're in, whatever we study, you can trace it back to you. It says over the course of nearly 8 centuries, European Christians were exposed to Moorish scientific and theological knowledge. Evidence of such contact and borrowing, they didn't steal it. After they was tutored by us, they borrowed this and built their civilization up. No, nowhere says they stole it. They did not steal this from us. They had to be taught this. How could a savage man who walked on all fours, didn't have a language, didn't know who he was till you came, and by the time he came, the pyramids was old with age, our history was considered over with, how could they steal something that they couldn't see or understand? We taught this to them. Evidence of such contact and borrowing is found in the esoteric societies which sprung up in Europe during and after the Moorish presence in European medieval history. So this is why the prophet in 1921 said, I come to pull the covers off all secret societies, because he come down to reveal the hidden wisdom of our ancient past. This was contained and only kept in the Europeans' esoteric secret societies. So they always knew who we were. So our brothers and sisters in the lodges are now running around with passwords, grips, and catechisms and don't know that they are the mothers and fathers of civilization. Keeping now in the lodge a secret, or what they think is a secret. It's never been secret. It was open to our people. Anta Cheka in his book Pre-Colonial Africa said, the reason why we failed, the reason why the Egyptians said they failed, is because we did not initiate enough in the mystery systems or the mystery schools. So our brothers and sisters, the masses of them, have no idea what Masonry is, have no idea that this was a civilizing system that civilized the whole world. Even the Moorish science traces its lineage back to the ancient Egyptian mystery system. Albert Pike, who wrote Morals and Dogma, states that Masonry is an extension and is identical to the Egyptian mystery system. This was one system. So when our brothers and sisters get initiated and stay in the northeast corner, it's really tracing them back to the northeast corner of Africa where it originated from. But the Europeans have this history. So the secret in European Masonry, which isn't European, is us. We're the secret. If those want to say, but the decline of Moorish power, when we started now declining in power, and the ascension of the Catholic Church, as we started going down, the Europeans started rising up through our scientific knowledge, because we taught them this information. It wasn't stolen. We taught them this information. Read this again. But the decline of Moorish power and the ascension of the Catholic Church eventually compelled secrecy amongst those Europeans who venerated and imitated Moorish culture. The Europeans were put under a binding oath of secrecy, never to reveal who taught them this information. They are under oaths and obligations never to reveal that they were taught by us. I had a brother, our Grand Master, called me one evening and said, "High Priest, they showing our signs and symbols on TV. They showing how the Europeans, they showing all the passwords and grips. These Europeans showing it." I said, "Grand Master, calm down. They're not showing anything." He said, "Well, High Priest, they're showing all our stuff. They're showing everything we're doing." I said, "Brother, don't worry about it." He said, "Why not worry about it?" I said, "Did they tell you it came out of Africa?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, the secret is safe. The secret is safe." So here it says, eventually, this compels secrecy amongst the Europeans who venerated and imitated. They did what? Imitated Moorish culture. They're imitating us. Fortunately, the African legacy still remains in the writings and customs of European esoteric societies. So all the Europeans have in their lodges, in their temples, is our ancient knowledge. And they're in their lodges imitating us, while our brothers and sisters in the lodges, in the Moorish science temples, are imitating them now. Well, let's prove how they under secrecy. Well, here in the book, The Secrets of Freemasonry, let's prove how they have the secrets. Did you put, did you draw in your book? So everybody get to see. Let's prove how they have been put under secrecy. Okay, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's book, The Secrets of Freemasonry. On page 32 and 33, question, it asks, why does Muhammad, meaning you're Muhammad, that's your title of nobility, why does Muhammad make the devil study from 35 to 50 years before he can call himself a Muslim son, or Muslim son, or Mason? And wear the greatest and only flag of the universe, which is the crescent moon and star, which you see on their fests, they'll wear the crescent moon and star. That's our symbol when we made them custodians of our knowledge. And he must add a sword on the upper part of the holiest and greatest universe flag of Islam. Again, let's look back at the picture. Of J. Edgar Hoover. They're wearing a crescent moon and star of the ancient order of Islam, not the religion, but the ancient order of Islam that came out of Kemet. And above it he wears the sword. Siyam Bey teaches from the Clock of Destiny that wearing the sword over the woman's head represents subjugation of the Moorish woman. All right? Let's go back here. He asks on the question, page 32, and he must add a sword on the upper part of the holiest and greatest universe flag of Islam, the crescent moon and star. Now, when our brothers and sisters wear the noble emblem, not Shriners, Europeans are Shriners. We're noble from birth, through the bloodline of nobility, through the bloodline of our ancestors. The crescent moon and star, the crescent moon represents the woman's womb. The star is her child or son, which also explains arm, leg, arm, head. It's Allah, coming from the womb. The face is a female. The sword represents now we are the protectors of the woman. And anyone who disrespects her, the Moorish woman, we must cut their heads off. For she is the essence of Masonry. She is the essence of Moorish science. She is the essence of life itself. She is the essence of all things. Answer. So that he could clean himself up. See, we taught Masonry to the Europeans to civilize them. We taught them this. A Muslim does not love the devil regardless of how long he studies, he says. After he have devoted 35 to 50 years trying to learn and do like the original man, which is us, he could come and do some trading amongst us and we would not kill him as quick as we would other devils that is, who have not gone under this study.